Hey, this is Jogie, and today I have a big unboxing from Speedcube Shop. So, once again, this package came really fast. I've been super impressed with all of Speedcube Shop's orders. They ship 2 days, almost all of them. So, yeah. Alright, so, let's get into the things that we have. Oh my. Some big stuff in here. There it is. Alright. Alright, so that's everything in the package. So let's see what we got here. Receipt. Oh my, look at that. A whole bunch of Speedcube Shop cube stands. That's pretty cool. I didn't even buy those, so those are extras they sent. Alright, so we have some Mokuru Tumblers. I don't even know why, just because. X-Man Bell, Pyraminx, that's interesting, and we have the 2 through 5 MF set, gift set. Also, this is a Lingao Clock, because Rubik's doesn't make their clocks anymore. So let's start this off with, alright, we'll start off with the Pyraminx. We'll do that first. So, looks like this box is really beat up. It's already kind of ripped, and that's odd. But let's see what it actually is like. Oh, cool. I got little magnets in there. Get it out. It's really looby. Wow, it's really looby. But it is really good. It's just like I remember it being. I've tried this at a few competitions. This is the first one I've had. I actually got it for my brother. This one won't be mine. But I don't know. If I really like it, I might try to trade him, but I doubt that'll happen. That's pretty cool, though. I like the extra magnets they had. The Moyu Magnetic didn't come with extra magnets. I mean, the box is damaged, but that's not a very big deal. Okay, so that's the first thing. And we have these Mokuru Tumblers, a white one and a orange one. I'll open the white one. I basically got these just because they were on sale. They're normally like $10, but they're like $1 now. So let's see if it works. Huh, so it's just like it's just shaped so that it rolls. Well, it'll be fun to get familiar with these and figure out how they work. And maybe do some tricks with them. I don't know, I probably won't use these too much. So yeah, these are pretty cool too, though. Put those off to the side. Alright, next up we will go with this here. This is the gift pack. Oh, it's got a little handle on it, that's interesting. This is the MF Mofangi gift pack. Oh wait, no, it's Mofang Jiaoshi, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway. Okay, so, starting off with the 2x2, and I have actually gotten one of these already before, and just like the last one, it's really sandy. Feels just about the same as I remember it feeling. This is also for one of my brothers, it doesn't have a 2x2 yet. MF3RS, also I've already had one of these. This one really, oh my, it's really dirty. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's like a lot of dirt, like, in the plastic. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. I might return this one, but, yeah. There's that. MF4. This is also very sandy. Definitely needs to be broken in. There's some kind of a plastic string in here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it looks like these were just quickly packaged. There's like a little string thing. So yeah, this thing is really sandy. It needs to be lubed for sure. But I hear this is a really good budget 4x4. So yeah, we'll get these all broken in, then we'll be able to make more in-depth reviews. And this is the 5, MF5. Also pretty sandy, pretty tight. I'll probably loosen all of these. But yeah, these are just the first turns right out of the box, so yeah. This is going to be the first 5x5. This is going to be my 5x5, and so yeah, just wanted to have one. So now I've got all the cubes through 5, which is nice. Alright, so that could be better. Some of the quality on those cubes looks like they were rashly packed, but we'll break them in. Okay, and the last thing we have is a Lingao Clock. I don't remember what brand made this clock, but it was the only one that existed besides the Rubik's clock. Alright, pretty crisp turning. Let's see. I don't really know what to expect in a clock, but these buttons seem very hard to push. Oh, there we go. Why is this one not going? There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance with these buttons. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely look up some stuff about clock, figure out how to best set them up and things like that. It's pretty nice though. This is going to be the first clock that we've had. This is also for one of my brothers. Yeah, so I have to learn how to solve a clock because it looks like I messed it up somehow. Alright, so now it's been over a week since we've got these cubes, and I've had a chance to break them all in and get more in-depth reviews on them. So starting out with the 2x2, the MF2, like I've already had one of these before, and the one in the gift set was just as I remembered the first one being. Little dry, but that's the way they always come, and just, you know, pretty standard. Basically everything I wanted. So the 3x3 also was pretty much the same, although when I first unboxed it there was some really weird distortion of color, like some black smears, but with use those have worn off, and so this cube is also as I remember it being. Here's another MF3RS that I had. So yeah, that was also pretty good. Now the MF4, out of the box, this thing was terrible. Couldn't even like turn at all, and it was just really struggling. But after lubing it and tensioning it a lot, so this thing is really pretty loose and kind of flimsy, but it's a little bit better. It was still really catchy, like the inner layers would catch on like this here, like just really random, like that. This is catching. It's just really messed up. So I actually took apart the inside and cut down a lot of the internal parts because I felt like there was a lot of internal locking, like this here. This is all internal locking. So yeah, it's still not great, but I'd say for the price, it's pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't very much. I probably wouldn't recommend this to somebody. I much prefer my, this is the Cyclone Boys G4, which is a little bit smaller, and it's not amazing, of course, but it's just a lot smoother, and it doesn't have as many catches as this. I can hardly execute an algorithm without having a catch. So, yeah. But it's okay, and if you want to see more in-depth, like what I cut on the internals, then I'll show you that, but just for the review, I wouldn't really recommend it, but it's fine. After you set it up a lot. So yeah, the 5x5 also was pretty bad out of the box. It was really slow, and the outer layers didn't really have any corner cuts. So I lubed it and loosened it a lot, and the inner layers are amazing. Like, they're pretty good. They're really smooth, and I mean, they're a little slow, but what can you expect from a 5x5? But the outer layers are a little bit too sluggish for me. Like, when I'm solving 3x3 stage, it really wears out my hands to do algorithms and stuff on 3x3 stage. For some reason, it's just a little bit slower. So I tried loosening this more, but then there's all these kind of 5x5 pops that get really agitating, and no one likes getting that in a solve, so I figure keep it a little bit tighter and just, you know, turn slower, I guess. But overall, these cubes, for being budget cubes, are pretty good. Just, I would recommend other budget 4x4s over the MF4. Okay, so the X-Man bell, it was out of the box, it was pretty good. It was just a little bit looby on the outside, but that doesn't really matter. It is pretty much everything I remember it being. I've tried this Pure Minx at competitions and stuff, and it's just like I expected it. Really strong magnets, really great. So yeah, not much to say there. Now the clock out of the box was really not that great. The pins had a lot of trouble going in and out. So after breaking them in for a little bit, they became fine, but then they got a little too fast. And so there's been some trouble with them like falling down while doing turns. But I lubed it with weight 8, lubed the pins so it kind of holds them in place better. And so yeah, that problem is negligible for me. But I mean, this is like the only clock I could find, so I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. The only other thing, I guess, is, I mean, this can't really be helped, but when I dropped it and it's cracked there, this plastic is pretty brittle, and there's some just weird, like, just dirt and stuff, which my OCD kind of is bothered by that, but, I mean, what can you expect? It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm not unhappy with any of these. The closest I could be to unhappy would be the 4x4, and it's, I mean, yeah, it's a budget 4x4, so you get what you pay for. But yeah, overall, this has been a pretty great order, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and so yeah, keep cubing, guys.